Hey there, today is Monday, May 4th, and I am 18 weeks and 1 day pregnant, and I am feeling so much better. Like, it's just crazy how much better I'm feeling compared to even last week. So, I think what's been so interesting with each of my pregnancies is how different they've been. I've heard from a lot of women that their pregnancies are almost identical. They have the same symptoms and kind of just feel the same way all the way through. And my pregnancies have been incredibly different. With my oldest son, Nash, I was basically sick until the third trimester, and then was just kind of miserable for the remainder of my pregnancy. With my little guy, Gray, I had an amazing pregnancy. I was only sick for, the first trimester, not even the full first trimester, and just for a couple hours a day. And overall, I just felt really, really good. I mean, throughout that pregnancy, to the point where I really felt like I could have been pregnant with him forever, and I almost was. With this one, I was pretty darn nauseous up until, like last week. And so it's made such a huge difference in my emotional and physical well-being, to feel so much better. Some things that have been really interesting over the last week, I have now been wearing a continuous glucose monitor. This is the Freestyle Libre. I have been wearing it for about a week now and have another week to go. So I decided to do this really as just an experiment to look at my blood sugar trends and how my body's reacting to food right now. And I have gotten some really good information. I basically realized I'm probably not eating enough, definitely not eating consistently enough, and my body has a much higher tolerance for carbs right now than I was really realizing. So one of the issues that I've been having is just this really big crash in energy and just like overall low energy, which isn't unusual for pregnancy. But certainly when your blood sugar is low, like you're not going to feel well. And so that has really been some helpful information. So look out for a whole video on this experience. I'm going to talk about what it was like to do it for 2 weeks early on in pregnancy, and then I will be repeating this later on in the second trimester just to compare what my blood sugar is doing a little bit later in pregnancy when we tend to see more insulin resistance pop up. What else? So we are sort of close to the border of Davidson County, which is where Nashville is located. So we're in Williamson County, and our shelter at home order expired, I believe it was April 30th. So a lot of things have already opened. A lot of things opened today. And it was just really interesting to be out and about. On Friday, I was getting a little work done, and there were just so many people out, like not wearing masks, like sitting at restaurants together, like things almost felt normal-ish. And that was comforting, but there's still so much scary stuff on the news. People in California are protesting because their shelter at home order got extended for another month and they're being required to wear face masks. Here in Nashville, we still don't really know exactly what's going to happen, or down in Nashville rather, since I'm not technically in Nashville, but my gym and clinic are down in Nashville, and we don't really know everything that's going to happen. Luckily, clinic is open. We are seeing patients on a very limited basis, but it's felt really, really good to get to have those in-person interactions with our patients. But we are being required to wear face masks if you go out anywhere in the city, and we have no idea when our gym is going to be able to open. So that's really, really hard. And recently, I think it was on the 1st, the CDC came out and revised the death toll of COVID-19 from like the high 60,000s down to like the mid 30,000. So like 50% cut almost. And yeah, I'm just trying to sit with that because I feel all of the feels. I think that being pregnant, of course, I'm more emotional and just more raw, and also just feeling like it's really hard to know what sources to trust and to listen to. And as a healthcare provider, I'm expected to listen to authorities like the CDC, but I also have a lot of questions. And it's just kind of a tough place to be, especially when I am used to being someone that at least has some answers for others, being in that healthcare role. And I just find myself really not having a lot of them and just trying to do whatever I can do to help ease people's anxieties, but make sure that they are keeping themselves protected and being smart about it. So yeah, it's just a really interesting time to be alive. And I'm incredibly grateful that I have an amazing community of intelligent women to bounce things off of and to express my frustrations and my fears, and just to have really intelligent conversations where I feel very safe and not judged, and just allowed to express what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking. And I think that's super important. And especially when you're pregnant, you really need that community. And I think that is one of the things that really breaks my heart about everything that's going on now, especially for pregnant people, just being cut off from community and that support. And you need that when you are going through this massive transition. So yeah, I'm grateful for that. I have been able to get more exercise in, which has felt really good. Definitely not to the level that I would like or expect of myself, and I'm trying to kind of release expectations and recognize that this pregnancy is different. This is a different baby. I'm at a different point in my life, and I just have to do what I can do. So I'm trying to go for at least 2 to 3 mile walks every day, get in more stretching and mobility, and just be really diligent about movement and not worry so much about, like high intensity, and not even high intensity, but like lifting weights or what I would normally, be wanting to do. And yeah, I think just being open to whatever my body is allowing me to do on any given day. And that's one more step in just letting go of control. And I think especially being pregnant during a pandemic, it's a beautiful lesson in letting go of control. What else is going on? I think the weather has been really good. We got to be out in the pool all weekend, and I think that really shifted a lot for us. We are very blessed to have a great backyard and a pool and just space for the kids to run around. And so that just really, really helped bring a lot of joy to us this weekend. And then today I just found myself a little bit caught up in just worry about what is going to happen in the future in healthcare and in regards to civil liberties. And I just need to take a step back and be here now. And that is what I really want to focus on for this week. For the upcoming week, I am seeing a few more patients. I'm getting ready to go to a chiropractic visit, which has been really, really helping me just feel good in my body, as good as I can. And I'm so grateful to have access to that kind of care and to have access to such amazing providers here in town. So that is my update for the week, and I will be back soon with another video.